Fellow Ugandans and members of the international community, on February 26, 2021, I published an article on the American and European Union policy shift towards President Museveni and NRM government in Uganda. First of all, I was extremely happy by the statement issued by the US spokesperson for State Department to the effect that the January 14th presidential and parliamentary election should be audited. This followed the European Union parliamentary debate on Ugandan election. Really, as Ugandans, we should welcome these international developments. Personally, I do welcome it because for the last 3 decades, the American government and European unions, the governments of the older democracies generally, have been praising President Museveni and his NRM government as a beacon of hope for Africa. Museveni was branded as the new breed of African leaders. And the Western world and the Americans have been looking at President Museveni generally as Ugandan saviors. The fact that the US government and the European Union can now speak on the election of Uganda, I think it is a very big milestone. Because since 1996, Uganda has had elections. 2001, 2006, 2011, 2016. We have all these elections have been documented. There are elections observers reports, you can read them. There are those elections reports written by the civil society organizations in Uganda and different embassies as well. One major feature in all these elections has been the role of security agencies. As I put it in the article, since 1986, when the NRA proclaimed legal notice number 1, that created the NRM wing and the National Resistance Army. Uganda has not yet evolved for our national army, Uganda People's Defense Forces, to be a national army and act according to the UPDF Act and the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. Some people in NRM still sees the UPDF as the armed wing of the National Resistance Movement Organization Party, which is very unfortunate, because after 3 decades, by this time, the UPDF should be a national army, espousing a national values, which is subordinate to civilian authority. So, the role of the UPDF, the police, and other intelligence agencies in elections of Uganda must be critically examined, particularly the UPDF. We want the UPDF to be a national army which is subordinate to civilian authority. Secondly, Uganda is a signatory to very many international conventions and international instruments which has been embedded in our constitution. Actually, the 1995 Constitution of Uganda, Article 20, provides for the protection, safeguard, and promotion of human rights. Now, after domesticating all these international instruments, surely the government of the Republic of Uganda needs to act in line with the Constitution, these international instruments, and adhere itself to international standards in the safeguard and promotion of human rights. Fellow Ugandans, this is why personally I welcome the intervention from the American government, from European Union Parliament, from the UN Human Rights High Commission as a Ugandan. And I'm talking as a professional, a Ugandan who understands the Constitution, and I'm exercising my duty, my constitutional duty as a citizen of Uganda. The Constitution is very, very clear here, which spells out the duty of the citizen. The duties of the citizen. If you checked page 29 of our Constitution, the duty of the citizen of this country to be patriotic and loyal to Uganda and to promote its well-being, to promote democracy and the rule of law, and to acquaint himself or herself with the provisions of the Constitution and to uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of Uganda. This is what I am using. So as a citizen of this country, we are in the global village. We are not an isolated country from the rest of the world. The world is now a global village, such that whatever happens in America, in Britain, in our neighboring Kenya, it affects us here. So the international trend now is that human rights is a priority. Human rights values are a priority, and we really need to be observing, promoting, and defending. So, my fellow Ugandans, I thank you so much. Let us continue relating very well with the Americans, with the Europeans, and other agencies globally in promotion and defending the human rights. Thank you very much.